y'all. It's Diggity Dean Sampson here. And if you know me, I'm just trying to chill more in Dangerous World. I'm here with the Jolt Man.
Jolt Man. Yeah, that's me.
I can feel the electricity. It's cue the Undertaker.
Most electrified, for sure.
How you feeling, man?
I'm blessed, man. Working on new music all the time.
Yeah, well, thanks for joining me on Super Bowl Sunday.
Thanks for having me on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Who's winning?
I really
Now, who you want? Who are you picking?
I'm picking Philadelphia.
You're picking Philadelphia?
I'm picking Philadelphia.
I'm picking the Swifties.
Okay.
All right. I hope Philly wins.
I'm cheesesteaks, Will Smith movies.
Because we all got hopes and dreams.
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill?
And, Philadelphia.
Yeah. Meek Mill. He's on a journey right now.
Roots.
Healing on his journey on a farm.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Transcending. Absolutely,
Got
man.
neat dreams, just no more nightmares.
No more nightmares.
No more nightmares.
Yeah, life's rough.
Yeah.
Well, you know. Hopefully, I wonder if he should raise a bees farm if he's going to do anything. Anyway, man, thanks for making some time to sit off with me, man. So you had a good ending to last year. Leonard Bonacho. I was living in Florida last year, so Cincinnati was really the motion with Blink and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You got an opportunity to perform at the Cincinnati Music Festival this year. Walk me through that.
Oh, yeah, man. So, funny story. I'm sitting there with my family, right? We're watching. Neo is on the stage. You know, Neo's there.
Okay.
Fantasia is there, right? And in the corner of my eye, I see this figure who's wearing a jumpsuit with an afro. And I recognize, I'm like, that can only be one person. And that has to be my brother, Jay Hill, the leader of rap music. You gotta say it like that. So I look at my mom, I look at my stepfather, I say, hey, I'll be back. I see somebody that I know.
I only hear that already.
And so sure enough, I walk over. Not only is Jay Hill there, but Tribe is there. Siriamani is there. And they're in the midst of the cipher. And so right then and there, Siri looks at me like, Joe, you want to go up? And when you get put on the spot,
you better grab that mic.
You got to. I mean, she could have handed the microphone to anybody.
And if you would have passed on it, you might have never got it again. So
fast forward, the next day, I get the message saying, hey, do you want to come back later? Like, you want to come back again? I'm like, yeah, I'll come back. And so I thought I was going for one cipher. I wound up being in four of them. Right. And
it's amazing.
That is how Miss Wolf here was able to get the photography and the video there. So
yeah, big props to her. We were talking about this on the ride over, which has become a little routine. I carpool with my guests and we get to know each other, so it's fresh topics. But we both agreed, Jennifer has a way of capturing people in photos, and you see it, and you're like, I look that good? I didn't even know I looked that good.
I'm like, who took these photographs and these videos?
Yeah, she's so modest, man.
Yes.
She doesn't need to be, because you made me look fabulous.
And then I thought, you were literally there in the crowd, hiding in plain sight. So thank you again for what you do.
Like a ninja.
You make all of us look like $1 million. Yeah. So we appreciate you for that.
Yeah, man. So that's an amazing experience. It's nice that Tribe and some of these other facilitators are help give them opportunities to local artists like that and those things. But speaking of big arena events and stuff like that, I heard you're a wrestling fan.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Got a big old championship belt.
Absolutely. So that ties into this here. It's promoting this project I have called Championship Level. So people kind of see this artwork with me holding this championship belt, and people are like, you know how arrogant you got to be to wear a championship belt on an album cover? Yeah. And so I'm saying, well, yeah, I do.
Well, the game is about statements. So.
It is. And I'm saying, I rap at that level. I rap to be the best in the world, the best that I can be.
That is a continued conversation I've had with previous guests and throughout my time as a guest in the hip-hop world. Yeah. It's meant to be competitive. You should aim to be the best.
You really should.
You know what I mean? And then you have to have that arrogance. The humbleness comes later.
Yeah, you have to be... Because the best of... They all have it. Kendrick. Kendrick says this is a competitive art form.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jay-Z and Nas, they were competing for King in New York. You know, Tupac and Biggie, they were competing for rap supremacy. You know, even back in the original days, you know, the golden era, like KRS-One.
It's the greatest diss record of all time, but still not like us.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm asking.
Huh?
What do you think the best diss record, aside, because not like us on Incredible Run, it just swept the Grammys. What was the bear standard bear?
I'm going to say the standard bear.
Because you have like No Vaseline, you like Hit 'Em Up.
Hit 'Em Up is my
Ether.
choice. Ether is number 2, but Hit 'Em Up is number 1.
Yeah. That was the first, and I can share that because I agree.
Yeah.
I remember when I was 12, because I'll be 40 this month, okay? So when I was 12, I got a gift certificate to Media Players before Best Buy.
I remember Media Players.
Okay. There was one in Norwood.
And one in Glenway.
Yeah. So I had it $25 and it was enough to get. I got the Boyz II Men 2 album. These are the first CDs that I ever bought in music. The Boyz II Men 2 album.
Yeah.
You know, I had me on Bend and Need, didn't even know what I was bending for.
Mm-hmm.
We learned later. Green Day Brains 2. And then I had enough for a single. And back then singles were like 4 songs. And it was Tupac's Hit 'Em Up.
Yeah.
And my mom was very strict on that kind of stuff. So I went from that and I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
West Side,
yeah,
Bad Boy
like,
Killers.
And you're like, like, how did I get this out of the store? And then like you're just the vulgarity and like it's an adult moment.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I just feel like one pube sprouted like, boop.
That's the reason why that's my number 1 choice is because people who don't even listen to rap music, they know the lyrics to that song. Mm-hmm. And then also it lives in the club. You can play that at a party, you can play that anywhere and people will start dancing.
I feel like enough time has gone by that we've healed, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
And also it's just a very vicious record.
Yeah.
Like Tupac was out for blood.
Like sick of cell.
Yeah. The best part of it is the monologue. Not even is when he's done rapping.
Yeah, the monologue at the end.
Is like, I'm like, wow.
I agree. So what do you... First of all, let me ask, how do you think Drake recovers? He just makes Loverboy tracks.
Drake recovers by doing what Drake always does. He goes back into the studio.
Into his Marvin bag?
Well, yeah. The Marvin, like, Drake is where he's at because he makes that kind of music and it appeals to that audience.
Oh,
so this is why I say...
It's a big-ass, huge audience.
That's what I'm saying. All 3 of the big 3 respectfully are needed. We need Kendrick to make the music that changes the game. We need J. Cole to make the music that we relate to. We need Drake to make the music we get laid to.
Even to touch on that, out of the big 3, J. Cole was the only one nominated for Best Rap Album because of he released in time. Mm-hmm. Then he lost to someone like Dolce. Well, I respect Dolce, but I think she just caught fire in the public eye at the right time.
That's the thing about the genre. Anybody can at any moment.
Yeah.
And Dolce, she's fire.
She is fire.
You know?
I love what she does. But to just some of the giants that were in there, like she sold 11,000 records. Mm-hmm. But I do like, and they made it a big emphasis, we now have 13,000 registered voters. And I think we have some voters registered here. Is Jess Lamb a registered voter, I believe? I think I heard a rumor about that.
I'm not educated enough to speak on that particular topic.
I don't know, she is. But I think the Grammy, I think we have the artists here. Mm-hmm. You speak of a championship level. Yeah. I think one of them breaks through. I mean, we have a couple Grammys in our producer realm already. I wish that the artists would work more with those just because of the connects that they have. Yeah. But name some of those contenders. I mean, I know we know some common people. It's like, I'm a big fan of Auntie Joe. We discussed Brent Sutter.
Brent Sutter.
He is so cool. Like with that poetry shit, man. Yeah. And how he gets in character with that kind of stuff. You actually do a good Brent Sutter impression. Can we see that?
Yeah. So Brent's is my homie. I battled him once, but Brent's he'll start out. Brent's, you know this. Like we talk about this all the time. He starts off on the record I got with him. He's like, it's been 201 long days since I last saw my baby. How long is it gonna take Joe to see that this rap shit is forever, my lady? This the last time I'm warning you. Better yet, I'ma sneak in your house and tuck you in. You laughing now, but that's the same thing that the quarter do. I beat you with that one chick, little bright and shining. Like he really gets in there. Yeah, man. Like the facial expressions, the body movement, like you can see it, like when he's rapping. So. When I work with Brent,
that's a great impression.
Thank you. Shout out to the homie. Yeah. When I work with Brent, I know I have to get into like my writer bag. I really do, because a verse that's considered good enough, that's not a verse that he's satisfied with. Right. The record that he and I have on my project, he wrote all that on the spot.
Yeah.
And like,
it's amazing how mind works, isn't it?
Yes, he forced himself to write that stuff on the spot and recording it. Mm-hmm. He wants to do it in one take. Yeah. And I could say Brent's has that. Siri Imani has that as well. Mm-hmm. She came in. As for this record that we had with Mark My Words with Siri Imani and Nancy JoJo. Mm-hmm. Siri came in, walked that whole verse down in one take.
Yeah, she's amazing. When I saw her for the first time, it was just a coincidence. I just decided to go back to Ohio Media School, and it was my birthday, maybe 5 years ago, and I had tickets to see Cameron at Bogart's, and she opened, and that's the first time and that's the first time I experienced.
It's the first time I met her.
Siri and the Tribe live. Yeah. And I was like, no, I'm gonna sit down with her, and eventually I got to do that.
Yeah. That'd be like 2019, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember
2020.
Yeah, this was definitely before COVID happened, for sure.
Yeah, it was like right before, man.
Yeah.
Which was cool, man, and and she's just that team that you are, but you're holding your own on there, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
Yeah, but also at the championship level, I want to take it back to wrestling. We just got off the Royal Rumble, right? Mm-hmm. You want to play a little game I call the Blind Top 5 with me?
Let's go.
Okay, we'll just jump into it and we have a discussion.
Okay.
So, and I'm just picking current WWE superstars. WWE. So what I do is I will name a name. Mm-hmm. You have to place them 1 through 5 without knowing who's coming next.
Ooh, all right.
Okay?
All right.
So you know how it's going to end up.
All right, for sure.
Okay, the first name I'm going to go with is Seth Rollins. Man, architect. He's amazing. That boot style. Him and Reigns' rivalry is great.
Yeah, so Rollins is the workhorse.
Yeah, 1 through 5. Just go with your gut.
I'm going to put Rollins at 3.
At 3?
At 3.
Okay. We're going to follow that up with Drew McIntyre.
Man. Okay, I'm gonna put Drew at 4. The only reason why is because it's like, I say Rollins is 3 because he's always been consistent.
Yeah, he is consistent.
And like
his most impressive match ever to me was that Gauntlet match where he went through Reigns, John
Cena, Finn Balor was there, and I think Elias.
Yeah,
and that's like,
and he beat Elias. I think Finn Balor took him out.
Yeah, because it's like he wrestled for like 40 minutes.
Longer? Is that over an hour?
Yeah, like, well, each match was good.
That move that he does, like the Red Sparrow or something. Uh-huh. Yeah, dude, where he does like off the turnbuckle. Yeah. And then jacks you up like, it's fucking...
Like, every time I see Seth do that, I'm like, how does he not hurt himself doing that? So, like, I say Drew is 4 because it's like Drew's yet to have that one defining WrestleMania moment.
Yeah. Do you want to go to we like always talk about supporting local artists and local things.
Yeah.
We were driving over here because we're in Bromley, Kentucky, where there's a theater down there that's hosting the NFW Wrestling Championship.
Yeah.
Which is right in Carthage.
And it says a $5,000 match.
It's a $5,000 match to the winner. Dude, we should go to one of these events one time. I bet we could we could manage some people,
Yeah. Like I wanna make the theme music.
You wanna agree to a rivalry with me?
Yeah, like, I wanna produce theme music for the wrestlers as they walk out on my Jim Johnston.
That's a huge thing too that I feel like the market is much more vast on you speaking because you can do that through like sync licensing and stuff. If you really educate, man, I've been trying to get some tidbits on how to penetrate that myself. But no Diddy. No Diddy. We didn't even get it all. We got off topic. So we got Rollins at 3, McIntyre at 4. Next, we're gonna go Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes has got to be number 1 by default.
Number 1, okay.
He's the champ. And he's like, that man dresses to kill.
CM Punk.
Punk has to be 2 because he just beat Rollins and he just beat McIntyre.
Roman Reigns.
I always get him. Acknowledge me.
So
I can't put. Hey, you can say that I'm not putting Roman Reigns as number 5.
You got to. It's your list. Hey, Jolt Man, it's your list. Cody
Roman
Rhodes,
Reigns is 1A.
Punk 2, Rollins 3, McIntyre 4, Reigns 5. I'll give you a little backing for your argument. The only reason I put Reigns below those guys is because he is part-time now.
I mean, now I understand that, right?
Mm-hmm.
My thing about Roman Reigns, I've always been a fan of him.
Yeah.
Even when he was big dog. The thing about Roman was, and I like because I've been watching it for such a long time, I drew the comparison. Big dog Roman Reigns with the shield vest on is the same as Rocky Maivia. You see the potential. You see how agile the athlete is. They're just not letting him be
Rocky
him.
Maivia never got to the Reigns level.
That's true, but my point is, you could tell they're not letting him be who he is.
Yeah.
So once he was able to tap into like this tribal chief, you know, it's not a persona. Like he represents his family.
Let me ask you this.
Sure.
What's your favorite finisher move all time?
The RKO.
Mine too.
It works on anybody, on any size. It can, and on top of that, it's a counter move.
Yeah, it can come out of nowhere.
You can hit it on the Big Show. You can hit it on Ray. You can turn it from a curve stop.
Greatest RKO. I don't know. It's either Evan Bourne on the 360 or the Rollins WrestleMania moment where I flipped him up because that's the first time like
an underrated RKO that people forget about. It's Unforgiven 06.
Yeah.
Carlito is doing this tilt-a-war springboard, and Randy catches him. Like, Carlito got halfway across the ring and got caught, like, right there. So, like, that RKO, that's the
none of
best
them are rated
finisher.
better than this one. Right here. No, I'm just kidding. I almost got him. No, he didn't even flinch.
I have to be standing.
I had to throw my legs out like this. Just drop kick for the belt. So, anyway,
just for the record, Roman Reigns is not number 5. Roman Reigns is like 1A.
That's why it's a blind 5 for those funny moments. We can get you can the rest of don't come for our next wrestling community. But you've done several voices now, man, and outside of your music. That is that something that's just naturally came to you? Or like you're able to pick it up and mimic, or do you have to like take time to walk me through that? Because you did your Batman one or your Joker one that was really good. We've heard Brent Setter.
Doing voices is it's kind of a I do think I am gonna do some voice acting. I just said on Facebook the other day, voice acting might be one of the reasons why God put me on the earth.
Yeah.
I've had people tell me you really would be good at voice acting.
We need to find a cartoon maker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a lot of fun to do. Mm-hmm. It's also fun to imitate people. When you're in disputes with them.
Who's your favorite person? Can I just name? All right, you did Brett Sender. Can you do Jay Hill? Rap music.
That's my homie. Jay Hill he has such energy. Mm-hmm. It's hard to imitate him.
Wow, do we want a TJG?
TJ. He who does everything. Yeah. I can't imitate TJ.
I don't think anybody can. As soon as you do, he switches it up.
Yeah, like TJG, like, nah, he really does everything.
What about
Kyrie?
Yeah, Kyrie, my bad.
Kyrie has a very distinct way that he raps. So he puts a lot of emphasis on the last syllable. So he will do a multi.
Yeah.
So what does he say? Can't get in my bag. Can't get in my shoes.
Yeah.
And it's it's very charismatic the way that he builds up to it. And so Kyrie, when I say I imitate people, I mean cartoon characters, movie characters.
What's your favorite character or original character too?
My favorite person to imitate isn't even a cartoon character.
Who is it?
It's this guy named Eli Pope from the show named Scandal.
Okay.
So to give you an idea of what Eli does.
With Kerry Washington?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
So Eli is a very distinguished man. He's a very powerful man. He's not the guy that you want to make angry.
F around and find out.
So What does he say to Olivia? Uncommon valor was the way the things go. It's a different world today, Olivia.
He sounds like he's on a break.
Today, President Vesturo Grant will not be making it to his third term. Send the garments, curse the heavens, but first, run, Olivia. Like, he's basically, and like the dream.
That was great.
Like, thank you, man. Like, it's a scary moment because he's basically telling his daughter, your boyfriend, the president, in this show Scandal, of course, he's pissed me off and I'm about to do something to him.
You put my hands on him.
He didn't put his hands on him.
Maybe I should watch.
He went for his son instead.
What?
But in the way,
Scandal.
well, that's Eli Pope. He said he took my child, so I took his.
Yeah, they did that. It reminds me of Damon Pope in Sons of Anarchy.
He's a very cerebral.
Popes are related in all those worlds.
Yeah, he's a very cerebral guy. Like, that's not who you want to. And there's a lot of emphasis on every single word. So, Eli Pope.
So you had some. We spoke on championship level. You shot a live take of that, like on the mic performance, which was dope. Shout out to your videographer.
Howard, shot by Two Scales. Work with that man. He's busy. He's put a lot of Cincinnati artists on his back for sure.
Nice, man. And it's a cohesive relationship.
Absolutely.
Because it takes a while to monetize, and you have, if you're lucky enough to find people that work with you from the beginning or work with your budget, and there are lots of those people out there.
Yeah.
That we love. Some of us, we would love to make this our full-time thing, but it's not quite there yet. But that's what we enjoy doing.
Yeah.
So any little bit of money or even work to keep each other active, for example, getting started here. You never know, like they could be sitting there thinking about giving up on that craft or skill set, a thing they deserve because they just haven't done it in a while. Check in on those people.
Yeah.
Invite them to the game. I'm sure they would love to blow the dust off their camera or, cool it down if it's on fire.
Every little bit helps for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. Mm-hmm. So, are you have anything performances coming up or
where are you?
What's your goals? What's your plan for the next, as we roll into spring?
Right.
Cincinnati comes alive in the springtime.
It does once it gets warm. My plan is just to stay active, working on music, creating, but also performing more. My favorite place to perform is Radio Artifact.
That place is fire, man. It is fire.
That is my place. Another goal of mine, I'm gonna perform at Fountain Square one day. One day this year. I don't know when it's gonna happen.
You know the right people.
I know the right people, but one day I'm gonna perform in Fountain Square. That's like a bucket list thing.
Speak it into existence right now. Look at the camera.
I'm a rap. Jolt Man is gonna rap. You did that at Fountain Square because it's clean. There's no cuss words.
Yeah.
You can't say any bad words at Fountain Square. Period. It's a sacred place. So.
Yeah, I believe that'll happen for you, man.
Thank you, Mel.
And then you just.
The belt has to be there. It's at a point this has to come with me.
Yeah.
Or the other one, I guess.
Yeah, or double up. Sure.
On my Y2J.
Remember when we were young and everybody thought that was better? You had to double up. It was the jacked up. No, nobody.
I'm Gemini style. I want to do everything at least twice.
So I've heard you name some disc records. First of all, I applaud your wide spectrum of appreciation of art.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Who are some people that have influenced you? Like some of you back in the day. Some people that you can hear in Jolt Man's music.
So yeah, biggest influence lyrically on me, that goes to Nas. Illmatic is, like the way that he describes things, like in his storytelling. That's top tier lyricism for me. Kendrick Lamar.
I love
Good Kid, Mad City. I heard that when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, I got a lot of work to do. I said the same thing when I heard Eminem. Like, dang, this is hard. It's like because the multis and
they're just the way they're like the way they schizophrenically play with their words.
Yes. Another person who influences me a lot is actually my father.
Mm-hmm.
My father, he's a musician. He drums. He plays the keyboard. He was the first person that I saw like playing music. He would perform at church, and he would play at jazz festivals as well.
Yeah, so you kind of got that education.
Absolutely.
In your life.
Mm-hmm. I listen to more than hip hop though. Like,
yeah, name some of your other artists. Genres you like? You listen to country right now?
I can't say I listen to country much.
That's
I'm
fine.
more in the R&B bag.
Yeah.
So his ability to write, like my favorite song by Neo is this song called "When You're Mad."
Yeah.
Because I've definitely in some previous relationships
We all have.
with particular women.
Neo was that first artist like given that singer-songwriter like genre label.
And then like the game changer was when I found out he was writing for other artists.
Yeah, you're like you can do that?
You wrote To the Left?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Beyonce also has to go in.
I love Beyonce. I love Beyonce. Shout out to her for winning Album of the Year finally.
Absolutely. And if I'm going to shout out Beyonce, back to my individual influences as a rapper, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Public Service Announcement is my favorite Jay-Z record.
It's a great album. Though I saw them together when they did the On the Run tour.
Yeah.
At Great American.
Yeah.
And amazing. I would say that like as beautiful of a show and production that Beyonce puts on, Jay-Z's a better showman with a live crowd.
Jay's an MC.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I could say this, one thing I noticed about both of their styles, Beyonce is a perfectionist.
Yeah.
If something doesn't go the way it needs to, it's visible. But, and then this is kind of like, this is what I mean where another influences me as like on the MC level.
Yeah.
Jay understands that, okay, mistakes happen. Like I remember one time he was performing and I guess it was the DJ or somebody kind of messed something up and the music stopped. And Jay just kept rapping a cappella.
And it was quite cold.
And people started reacting to the verses like this is a battle rap now.
Yeah.
And then once the show was happening, he looks at his sound guys like, hey, yo, man, we good? Make some noise for the sound guy. And then everybody, and then they went back to the show. That's an MC, a master of ceremonies, as well as someone who can move the crowd.
One of my most underrated Jay-Z songs is like, I don't need no hook for this shit.
That's American Gangster, no hook.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah.
So, so you name some of your artists, like, who's some people that you, if you could collab with in the city right now, you already have such a vast list. Who's still on your bucket list? Like, you're like, I just got to do this, man.
First off, out the rip, I got to work with my homie Waco Swami.
Okay.
Waco Swami is, we've got music coming out. Man. Yes. I got to work with Waco Swami for sure. Got to get some things in the works for sure. I get to show off more than just my rap skills.
Yeah.
Who else?
I definitely see a multi-versatile talents in you, man. That's so just dope.
Yeah. I know I mentioned Brent Sutter as well. I also want to work with Pedway for another member of Loch Ness and Dan Malik as well.
Yeah.
I have some individual songs because when I make beats, I'm thinking of particular records. Okay, I can hear this person on this one here, this person on this one. I've learned music doesn't serve a purpose sitting on your hard drive.
Yeah. Like how many hours, like when you're active and you got your foot up on the gas, 'cause somebody got to do it. Do you spend an hours a week you spend in the studio? Or would you advise that you say that you should spend, if you're serious about this, you should spend this minimum amount of hours as you can. Perfect working on your craft. Because they say 10,000 hours.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
So this is what I've found works. Mm-hmm. There's this book by Robert Greene called Mastery.
Okay.
Right?
He also wrote 48 Laws, right?
The 48 Laws of Powers is the book that most people know him for.
Correct.
But he's talking about once you've selected what you're going to do, the 10,000 hours is a period of about 3 years. Mm-hmm. And the artists that I've spoken to artists that influenced like my writing. Mm-hmm. In the same breath, I have to talk about the artists that influence my production. Mm-hmm. Kanye West is a huge influence on me. DJ Mustard is another influence on me. Metro Boomin is.
I love Kanye.
Dr. Dre is. Boy Wonder. Boy Wonder is one of Drake's go-to producers. Mm-hmm. in their own way, they all said the same thing. Kanye West outwardly said it, 5 beats a day for 3 summers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So I just started trying to make 5 beats a day every day. And then recently at the Grammys, I heard DJ Mustard say he still sends Kendrick 5 beats every day.
And he just won. He just
5 Grammys.
Yeah, because you gotta stay in tune. Like,
yes.
I feel like once you see a lot of these producers and this and that. Now, some of them have a way to tap in.
Yeah.
But once you unplug, the ride, it's a different ride. You're never gonna get back on that same ride.
Yeah, you
does that make sense?
Absolutely. They say dance for what brought you to the dance. You have to keep, and I do know
it makes it tough though.
It's hard because if you're the type of person who's easily satisfied, or if you go complacent, you really won't want to continue doing it, or even just do what you've been doing, because there's always more to learn. Like, I want to become a better piano player, because I don't want to just be.
It's dope you know how to play the piano.
Huh?
That's dope you know how to play the piano.
Still learning every day. Get at least an hour in every day. You still gotta apply the pressure, because you can get pretty complacent. Like,
absolutely.
Championship Level 1, it's the best project I've made so far. But I'm trying.
And it's only gonna get better.
I gotta beat that with my next release.
Yeah.
I gotta be way better. I want my discography to.
Do you have some things on set to get released here soon?
We're working.
Yeah.
I'm focusing on singles as of right now.
Let me challenge you this right now.
For sure.
If you have to set a date, let's say, will Jolt Man have a project out by April? Or a single? A single.
You could definitely have a single out by like May 1st.
I don't think there's any specific correct path that you must follow.
I know for me, I'm focusing on doing a lot more content. Yeah. So like one of the...
And you're here?
Yeah, that's how I got here. Another thing that I do, because shout out to King David the One.
Yeah, he's dope.
Absolutely. He gets on me a lot about, Jolt Man, we need content. We need content. You got the raps down. Mm-hmm. We need content. Let the people know who you are. I'm like, well, what content? Anything.
Right. And
he's right. So it's like, it's another thing of, people don't just listen to music, they really want the brand and your identity.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, you can't just be an artist. You can't just be this. You have to be a content creator.
Absolutely.
And it's not, there's no monopoly on it, so it's not one thing. So, and it's what we wanted. We wanted fair chances, but it makes it harder to stand out. You know what I mean? It really does.
Because the pool is filled with content. There's so much stuff on YouTube.
But there is, and I hate to bring it in, but unfortunately it's just the facts of life now. Yep. The algorithm is going to dictate, and some people just get lucky.
And the more content you create, the more of a chance that you have. Because like people go down rabbit holes and they're like, okay, I want to watch everything that has to do about this artist. And that's really how, it's almost like the music is last.
Yes and no, I didn't mean it like that because it was dope. But
I don't mean that. But it's like.
But yes, it is a popularity contest.
Maybe I shouldn't say the music is last. It's like we have this much footage and this much content to view, and then on top of that, we have the music to go with. So that's what I'm learning.
Hopefully one door can open others for you. Sometimes it's your music that opens the door to the rest of your world.
For sure.
And sometimes it's the other instance. Like, holy shit, you could rap and sing too. I got you, man. So before we go on, we'll take a break shortly to get a word from our sponsors. Then we'll come back. We'll chat a bit more. And you brought a song to perform for us?
Absolutely. There's this record called Undeniable. So that's my project, The Undeniable. And of course, like Jay-Z said, I don't need no hook for this shit. Yeah. It's just about 2.5 minutes of me just
going crazy,
rapping my ass off.
Well, I'm excited to see it because you told me that you pride yourself on not using a backing track.
No,
and I respect that. So I'm very excited. Valley also sent that format on there. So, championship level, raise the bar.
Yeah.
Go dummy, go crazy. And we'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
For sure.
cheats. No, that is just Meta and Facebook. Pulling my body temporarily, and I'll meet you in the astral plane where we play.
Welcome back and thank you to our sponsors as always. And once again, this is episode 4 of the interview podcast shot live here at Lone Wolf Productions. Jolt Man came through. He had a wonderful conversation, but now he's going to show you why he's at a championship level and with his new single that's undeniable.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you this breaking news. Undeniable proof.
Yeah. Listen. I guess I keep going until I'm satisfied. Solo on my own, keep to myself. I strategize, champ in Cincinnati. Dreams of what I fantasize, praying work hard, so my prayers don't feel denied. Talking about leaving behind a whole legacy, cause mirrors, tributes, that is what is meant for me. On the last one you heard, I chase my goals relentlessly. Too stubborn and hard to just let it go, let it be, let me see. I'll fix a remedy for the whole scenery. I don't blink an eye contact, read on me. Let this project play. When you feeling down, lean on me. Walk alone, so nobody in the same league as me. Good mixture of detailed painted pictures. These days I lean on heavy weights and scriptures. Clear signal not interrupted by elixirs. A night alone with video vixens is what I deserve. But I'm alone, I should just excellence with each verse. What's history to make before I meet with the Reaper? So once again I leave Earth, experience the best teacher. And a little stomps on his beats until his feet hurts. Feel I should have been born in a whole different era, no mercy on competition. You know I never spare them. Don't think the same of this body, you never find a pair of. But apparently I wear it well, like the best apparel. For the nonsense, it's just too late in the day. Been asking for a while, minding my own out of the way. Provided the body of work molded like clay. It's the joke built different, that's a damn tag giveaway. 12 weeks, tolerance decrease. That is what it would mean. They put me in the driver's seat. So I work plenty on these paths of loose sleep. They don't understand it though, but it never fails to amuse me. I'm fashion and training, I can't remain obese. Different habits adopted to become a beast. If you got a problem now, please state your piece. Cause I swear I'm never fucking leaving like the Wolf of Wall Street. Never be able to say the joke when I lie to you. I used to hate being different, now I actually find it cool. Now they look at me like I'm a complex molecule. There's no denying, the impact is undeniable. This is what being set apart can tie you to. Causing head turns, head rolls, I ain't trying to. Ain't been seen in a while. Came back unrecognizable. There's no denying. This impact is undeniable.
Yeah. As always, thank you for Lone Wolf Productions. Shout out to our sponsor, Spin Bin Magazine. Just got this in the mail today. It's a hard copy. He also does music reviews and spotlights artists here in Cincinnati and in Florida. You might recognize Lord Advance right here on there. So shout out to him, man. We miss you. We'll get back soon. Get your health wise, and we'll go back to work soon. We're booking through March and April. And if you want to leave a statement to your audience, man, look them in the camera and tell them what they should know about the Jolt Man for the rest of 2025.
Jolt Man, more music to be coming soon. Jolt Man, yeah, that's me.
Yeah. And that's a wrap.